Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast, and yes, I am going to pull up the recording to make sure that everything is good. Everything does look good as we now see Hawk already making out with a very fast militia. Interesting strategy. This is a game taken from Amazonia from the Zotac Cup. Hawk versus Rudan. I do not think it is the same Hawk that was part of Quantic from StarCraft 2. Otherwise, I need to talk with my friend and see if he can give me some more high-level WarCraft 3 replays. Hawk, if this is you, feel free to correct me and contact me somehow, some way, some shape, some form. Militia already making its way all the way down, pulling the aggro, and now going to be stopping Rudan from being able to build this Ancient of War. This is going to be a horrible loss for Rudan, as Rudan can do absolutely nothing about this. So far, it looks as though the Wisp trying to pull some of that aggro away, and it looks like it will be successful. That Ancient of War already down to 300 some odd hit points. Should float somewhere around 600. And no, I know it doesn't sound like very much, but that is a pretty bad blow. The reason being, the Ancient of War is used to tank damage. If that Ancient of War is already sub 600 when it is completed, then it can. That means that it is going to be taking 400 hit points less worth of damage, as we may be seeing that here. The Peasant may try and aggro it again. We'll see if that will be the case. No, it is not going to be doing that. The Ancient of War just somehow training up an archer. Don't ask me how an archer comes out of a tree. It just works out some way, and that somehow that just happens. Anyways, let's take a look at this as the archer pulls the lightning shield and now will be dealing damage to this renegade wizard and repairing this Ancient of War. So far, that Ancient of War is taking a lot of damage, already down to sub 300. The Demon Hunter will be making its way over as we now see a scout farm coming in from Hawk. It is going to be an Archmage versus a Demon Hunter. Nothing too out of the ordinary in this human versus night elf matchup, as the scout farm is already in position. Demon Hunter going to try and finish off this rogue. Yes, down it goes. The Demon Hunter now chasing that poor footman, as the Ancient of War did end up getting very low on hit points, but really no harm, no foul. Alright, taking a look at things, the Archmage is going to make its way over here. It looks as though the Archmage is sitting at level 2 already with that note, now getting that Brilliance Aura. A little bit of a delay there. Hopefully that loss of mana will not come back to haunt that Archmage, as we now see the Wisp now looking to back away as well. Archer has pulled away a lot of the creeps in order to pick up a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Very nice pickup to get early on healing. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is going to go ahead and pull back, and that Troll Shadow Priest also has a double effect of being able... Hold on one moment.
A town is under siege.
Alright, welcome back. Sorry for the delay. You guys don't notice it, as the footmen do take down that one Wisp there. Now the Troll Shadow Priest does have the added benefit of being able to abolish magic. Abolish magic on those water elementals will essentially feed experience to that Demon Hunter, giving that Demon Hunter an advantage. Now the Troll Shadow Priest does need to balance his abolish magic with his heals, as the Demon Hunter is far away from home and may not want to get into any sort of trouble here. You can see that the Water Elemental down to 144 hit points. The Troll Shadow Priest did not get the Abolish magic off, as we now see Water Elementals coming in. So far, the Troll Shadow Priest, it got off an Abolish magic, but I'm not sure on what. A very large loss of mana there by Rudan's Troll Shadow Priest, and that had to have been a misstep. I can't imagine what spell... what it actually tried to abolish magic, but the Demon Hunter now looking to make its way in again and still backing off. Rudan and Hawk just battling it out, trying to push forward, push back. We'll see how this is all going to work, as the Water Elemental now pushing in here. There you go. Footman now coming in. Rock Golem now coming in as well. Level 2 on the Demon Hunter. Troll Shadow Priest still has a fair amount of mana, as it is the main target to get taken down. Another Water Elemental is down, as we now see Immolation Aura, the tech. So Immolation Aura taking down so many of these militia very quickly, and now we are going to see what detection as well as the archers are going to be revealed. The Demon Hunter, however, getting very low on mana, and this is going to actually have an added negative effect for Rudan. Rudan is not going to be able to get nearly as much hit points when he goes back home. You can see he's already down to 0 mana here, going to be going after another footman, and Rudan will get to level 3 on the Demon Hunter as the Archmage also hits level 3. Both sides, level 3. Oh, Potion of Invulnerability. Yes, just in time before a final attack is hit. No, the invulnerability came from the Scroll of Town Portal, not the potion, as the Demon Hunter pretty much drains off all of his Moonwells in order to get back up to full hit points and 230 mana. Coming back across, that Demon Hunter wants to figure out what it can take down. That Demon Hunter does have mana burn, most likely. Is it going to attack a higher level of Immolation as well? Time will only tell, as the Arcane Tower is now being constructed. The Demon Hunter trying to make its way in, not going to be successful. Now pulling away as the Archmage is still hiding off over here. We could perhaps see a Goblin Shredder picked up. Not quite sure on the timing of the Goblin Shredder, but that is within the realm of possibility, as it is a very, very strong melee unit early on in the game. Here you go. There's a Mana Burn, and there you go. There's a Drunken Haze, or no, there's a Breath of Fire, as the Demon Hunter could come out with Immolation Aura again. Yes, there it goes. And yes, you do not want to surround this hero when he has Immolation Aura activated. Panda now making its way over. Does he get a Breath of Fire off? Yes, he does. Huffing and puffing and blowing that footman down as the Demon Hunter now heads home. So far, I do not see a shop for Rudan, and without a shop for Rudan, that means that these Moonwells will stay dry for quite a while. You really need that Moonstone from the shop in order to keep those Moonwells up. Night Elves generally have a very, very good bonus when fighting at night, as we are now looking at the Demon Hunter and Panda making their way off to the north. There's that arcane feedback onto the Panda. Immolation Aura, is the Demon Hunter going to be able to do anything? It is now trying to pull off there. Does take a bit more mana damage, as well as the Panda unable to engage and remove all of that healing. So far, Hawk is doing a great job keeping up his natural expansion. It will be able to pay for itself, especially if Hawk throws down an additional tower or two. And now it's going to be up to Rudan to figure out how to counter this. This could be very, very sad play, as the Demon Hunter now looking to come in, take down all of these rock golems. Panda will most likely just stay at level, or make it to level 2 here, depending on if the Demon Hunter does back off. It looks like the Demon Hunter will be backing off. It wants to heal back up, as we are now looking at a race inside the main base. Demon Hunter going to get some Moonwells. Yes, he is going to get some Moonwell juice, as the Demon Hunter does heal back up just a little bit. Here you go. There's the Mana Burn. Are we perhaps going to see some Immolation Aura? There is a Potion of Greater Healing on that Demon Hunter, so he is not in danger of dying just quite yet, as we are now looking at the Ancient of Wonders taking down the farm. So far, there is that Moonstone, Artificial Night, so that those Moonwells do generate more Moon Juice for these particular Demon Hunters and the other heroes. Panda does get to level 2. Dryads are out, and now this is putting Hawk in a very, very sticky situation. He does not want to keep on dropping Water Elementals, as the Abolish magic of those Dryads will continue to feed experience to this Panda Demon Hunter duo. If the heroes get too high level, then anything that Hawk tries to throw at him will pretty much instantly melt, as the Demon Hunter getting to level 6 or the Panda at level 5 can take down most armies except for a Spellbreaker composition. Now, the problem of a Spellbreaker composition is that there is Goblin Shredders on the map, and bears are also very effective against them, assuming that the bears already have Roar and do not, and are not using that rejuvenation, which can be stolen. Demon Hunter sitting at maximum mana already. Panda sitting at level 2.5, as we are waiting for this Goblin Zeppelin to drop off and do a bit of a raid. Dryads already in position, though, as we now see one poor footman off by his lonesome self. He will get taken down, but the main drop now comes in. This is actually bad timing, as the Panda could get off of the Breath of Fire. Why isn't he getting off? There it is. There's the Breath of Fire. There's the Abolish magic. And there you go. There it does get destroyed, but the Panda is now sitting at level 3 and also has the added benefit of taking down more units. So I'm not sure who came out ahead here, especially with this footman, or these two footmen falling. 2 footmen, 3 footmen to only cancel or stop a tree of life that wasn't even completed yet. That was a very, very expensive gambit by Hawk. Hawk losing, I believe, 4 footmen in that engagement. And now, what are we going to be seeing here? Naga Sea Witch now looking to push forward, dropping more water elementals. This could be a bad sign, as we are now looking at a guard tower which could get shot down in just a second. Yes, Dryads already in position to try and shoot this down, and it looks like it will go down. There it goes, Staff of Preservation to try and save, as the Dryads are now pulling back. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is coming in to engage again. Mana burn perhaps on the Naga Sea Witch. All the units will just be moving back away, as there is an Orb of Venom. However, it does not poison mechanical units, as we see here. Gonna go and pick up another unit there. The Goblin Zeppelin is backing off. The Demon Hunter does have a potion of invulnerability. There's the potion of healing first, going after the Archmage. And the Zeppelin is now going to be picking up another unit there. Footmen are going to be falling. This is going to be very dangerous, as the Demon Hunter is just a one-man wrecking crew to take down all of these footmen. Meanwhile, back at home, Altar of Kings now in danger of falling, as the Dryads are in position. Demon Hunter gets a kill, now going after another footman. The footman down to 315 hit points, and that as soon as 1 tick of poison is applied, it is gonna suffer a lot of damage over time. You can see that it's already down to 172. One more attack should, nope, bring it into the sub 100s, but that is not going to be the case here, as the Demon Hunter, it looks to back off. There is the attack there, down to 9137. There it goes, as the Demon Hunter now backs off again. Altar of Kings will fall here. There it goes. The peasants now trying to come over to repair. It may be too little, too late. Oh no, it gets there just in. Wow. No, finally does fall. Panda, is he going to get off a breath of fire? No, he does not, as the peasants are now taking a bit of damage. Meanwhile, back down on the other side, this is looking like a base race. Demon Hunter may get the, yes, gets the Naga Sea Witch, and Hawk is just not playing well at all, as the Goblin Zeppelin is low on hit points. Just hire a Goblin Zeppelin of your own in order to get sight onto the high ground, and you can finish that Zeppelin there. Meanwhile, Bears and Dryads looking to finish off more peasants. The Bear is low on mana, so is that Panda. It looks as though the Dryads may get taken down here, as the Dryads are now pulling back. Archmage now coming back home, but does it have enough gas in the tank to finish off these low hit point Dryads? Water Elementals are not a good call at this point. You cannot use them. There goes one Dryad. Oh, are we going to see an Abolish Magic there? Yes, there it is, taking it down, but a Dryad does get taken down as well, as the Goblin Shredder of Rudan, had the Archmage trapped and then let him free. What a misstep there. Rudan could have finished the game early, but with that Archmage still running free, that Archmage could lead up another army once again. Arcane Sanctums are down. Workshops are down. So the perfect unit composition is ready to go. Slow from Sorceress. Mortar teams. Perfect for countering the Dryads, as we now see double Goblin Shredders coming in from Hawk. This is quite a turnaround here, as the Goblin Shredders are going to be doing a bit of an engagement. The Goblin Shredders have to be very careful, though, as the Dryad's now going to look to come in for an Abolish Magic again. There it goes. There goes another, as the Mana Burn does come down. We are still fighting. This Goblin Shredder needs to back away. The peasants need to repair it, as the Potion of Invulnerability has come in. Sorceress now getting eaten by bears, pretty much, as the Dryads are still doing a bit of dancing. So far, priests are falling, sorceress are falling. Can't quite tell who has the advantage. Staff of Preservation saving, I believe, a low hit point bear. Mana burn off on the Naga Sea Witch. The Demon Hunter somehow still alive, as the Breath of Fire hits the Naga Sea Witch. And now a Scroll of Town Portal to try to get the unit away. Rudan losing his Goblin Shredder, and Hawk all of a sudden looks like he still has a chance. If that Goblin Shredder had gotten away, the story would have been completely different. Instead, giving a little bit more experience, the Druid of the Claw should perhaps be, yes, in Druid form. Now to get some more rejuvenation, you can see that the Zeppelin is overhead. It will get taken down. There it goes. As the Druid of the Claw is simply waiting for more mana, it could go to the Moonwell, get the Moonwell, cast Rejuvenation on himself, walk, get up to 580 hit points, and then turn back into a bear, which is exactly what you want to be doing in this situation. Alright, Hawk staying very, very close together. Perhaps we should be seeing peasants nearby to repair. Yes, peasants are going to be repairing these Goblin Shredders here. Meanwhile, peasants are still rallied to this gold mine, as we are now seeing more farms being placed down, but I'm not sure why they're not being placed over here to try and protect these peasants. All right, Demon Hunter now looking to come in. Staff of Teleportation, Staff of Preservation, the same 2 items that seem to be so good for every Night Elf hero, as the Demon Hunter now comes in with Immolation. All right, he does turn that off now, as the Demon Hunter now looking to come in. Will he be able to teleport away in time? There's the slow, as the army is now closing in. This is not a good spot for that Demon Hunter. Naga Sea Witch does get a mana burn. No silence on that Demon Hunter, so that teleportation will be successful. Coming back around, we can still see that Rudan does not have an expansion. And without an expansion, even though he's been playing extremely well, he cannot let this game go that long. He doesn't have as many units. You can see that he's sitting at 45 over 50, now training up another bear to get back into 50 over 50. He does have the benefit of higher level heroes right now, but that can quickly fade when your opponent's army is just that much larger. Level 4 now on the Archmage. Naga Sea Witch maybe picking up Boots of Speed. No, doesn't pick up Boots of Speed, surprisingly. Sitting at 85, 87 mana and climbing rapidly, as we are now looking at the Goblin Shredders making a move forward. Oh, poison onto the Spellbreaker. Water Elemental quickly going to get Abolish Magic. There it goes. And yes, Hawk needs to stop feeding experience, as we see another Water Elemental taken down. Alright, there's the Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, Mana Burn, and Rudan is just absolutely tearing Hawk apart there, as a Staff of Preservation saves a low hit point Demon Hunter from near certain death. Panda now looking to back away. Goblin Shredder coming in to engage. Another round of Abolish Magic, killing off more units as the Spellbreakers are falling apart. You can see that the bears are now trying to regroup, and one bear does get taken down, as the Naga Sea Witch may get to level 2 here. Archmage sitting at level 4. Level 1 still on the Naga Sea Witch, as one bear will get taken down here. We now see level 2 on the Naga Sea Witch, and the Dryads are now pushing back. Somehow Rudan's army, comprised of bears and Dryads, is winning this fight. It's because the bears and the Dryads are all tier 3 units compared to just the casters and the Spellbreakers. There is no real tanky unit, and the Naga Sea Witch and the Archmage do not add much to it either. Goblin Shredder unfortunately cannot get healed by the priest, so unless you are bringing peasants along and auto-repairing, those mechanical Goblin Shredders will get destroyed rather quickly. Demon Hunter now joining back in on the fight. Panda coming in as well. Let's see, there is a mortar team getting off some shots there. The Dryads now have to be careful, as the mortar teams pushing back here. We should see the Abolish Magic once again happening. Yes, there it goes. Dryads now in a bit of trouble as the Spellbreaker does come in. And what is this? Hawk actually fighting in a very favorable position. Sorceresses are in the back. Another Breath of Fire would take them down, and 3 of them go down all at the same time. So far, this is looking extremely devastating for both sides, as Rudan saves another low hit point bear. Unfortunately for him, this bear may get taken down unless the Demon Hunter... Nope, the Demon Hunter has a Staff of Preservation as well, saving another unit. Breath of Fire, however, not effective against Spellbreakers. Goblin Shredder does get taken down, and the only unit that was actually immune to the slow poison is now gone. Archmage trying to win out on this fight here. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5. Panda sitting at level 6. The Panda almost gets taken down, and wow, that Demon Hunter dodged a bullet there. Rejuvenation on him. He'll get back up to full. The Panda sitting at 122 hit points as well. He needs a rejuvenation. He'll get one momentarily. And these bears have really got their work cut out for them, as they're going to be able to restore back up to full health and then come back in. Normally, in a human versus Night Elf matchup where the human player is on 2 bases, he'll start to be able to pick up mercenaries or items to his advantage. He has yet to do that as of yet, but he is finally catching up in the level race. Level 4, level 2, he could get to level 5, level 3. Compared to the level 6, level 5, he still has quite a ways to go. But Hawk doesn't feel nearly as desperate. He needs to get to level 5 though on that Archmage to make it that much more difficult for water elementals to be abolished. it goes from two abolishes to 3, and that does start to drain mana very quickly, especially on an Archmage that has Brilliance Aura. We are going to see the engagement now come in. Demon Hunter now looking to back off. Healers are in the backfield here. Is this going to be enough, as the Naga Sea Witch does have True Shot Aura? Very, very effective damage bonus for pretty much, or actually every unit that Hawk has. Spellbreakers are considered range units. Mortar teams, Sorceress, Priest, all of them getting that slight damage bonus. Very, very helpful. As we're now looking to see what the Panda can do. Panda sitting at level 6, now making his way up the middle. Meanwhile, Hawk now backing away. He does not like what he sees here. Kobold Taskmaster, he needs to do some creeping. Meanwhile, Rudan doesn't want any creeping whatsoever. Gonna come in level... oh, wow. Fork Lightning now coming in, as well as the Naga Sea Witch. Perhaps going to try to turn around. There is enough towers from Hawk, though, to really stop any engagement before it gets started. We can see we are still at keep, sitting at 50 over 72. Meanwhile, 54 over 74, Rudan having a 4 gold advantage, a 6 gold deficit right now, as a bear does get taken down. That does give Rudan, or put Rudan back on even footing in terms of gold. But that also gave more experience to that Archmage, who is now inching towards level 5. Naga Sea Witch now joining the fight over here. It looks as though, yes, this scout farm will get taken down. 56 over 62 supply. Hawk now looking to perhaps get some more powerful items. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Scroll of Healing. Naga Sea Witch does have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as well. We're going to see a bit of an engagement come in just a second, as the Naga Sea Witch now looking to back off. For some reason, the Spellbreakers is not getting healed, as we are still sitting at low mastery upgrades for both the Sorceress and the Priest. Alright, Dryad getting rejuvenated. Are we going to perhaps see creeping of these Rock Golem camps? No, not quite yet. Going after the Forest Troll Berserkers. Tome of Intelligence, Naga Sea Witch will pick that up. Mantle of Intelligence now giving her +7 attack. Looking very strong, as we're seeing what these players can do. So far, the Panda and the Demon Hunter just creeping out these creep camps. 1 for the gold, and 2 to deny any more experience on this Archmage Naga Sea Witch composition. If the Archmage gets to level 5 and the Naga Sea Witch gets to level 5, things will then once again be pretty much reset to even, as we do see a Tome of Strength has been dropped. So far, all that is left, Rock Granite Golems and Granite Golems, and that is really difficult for the Naga Sea Witch and to fight, just because of the amount of magic immune units. The Sorceress would be pretty much doing absolutely nothing in that engagement, as we now see a Spellbreaker getting very, very low on hit points. Dryads, Bears now trying to get away. Yes, it looks as though this Spellbreaker will survive. No upgrades, though, as the Sorceress now making their way over. Alright, Spellbreaker needs to get back up to full hit points before we see another engagement. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter looking at some very powerful items. Double Scrolls of Healing on the 2 heroes. Staff of Preservation, Staff of Teleportation, and a Panda with Mana Potion, and at level 6 to boot. So far, we have not seen Earth, Storm, and Fire, the ultimate, as we now see an engagement here. This may be the last one. Let's see what's going to be happening. Spellbreaker's now trying to turn around. Water Elemental still in the front, quickly gets Abolish Magic. We can see that the Demon Hunter sitting at level 5 wants to get to level 6. If it gets to level 6, Superman will arrive. There is the Breath of Fire. Scroll of Healing to try and counteract this, as the Mortar teams are going after the Dryads. So far, with no Blizzard to try and take down all of these bears, and Spellbreakers being left behind to try and deal with the bears, that is just a one-sided fight, as level 6 now on the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter can go into the Superman mode with Metamorphosis, has not decided to do that. There's a Cyclone coming in from Rudan's Storm, and there is the GG. Rudan taking early control of this game and never letting go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.